Thank you so much for being here. So, today I am super duper excited because I want to bust a big myth. And I'm very excited to talk about that. And it's actually the secondhand fashion industry. So, it has a lot of plus sides, a lot of positive aspects. But it also comes with many downsides, and I'm here today to share them with you. First of all, I wanted to tell you that normally I always wear Gaia et du Boss when I'm filming, but today, if you're on the podcast, sorry, go check it out on YouTube. But today I wanted to wear something vintage that I got from a thrift store many, many years ago. So we'll jump right in today's episode and I will tell you about that top and why I'm wearing that today. So, the most important thing to keep in mind is that the secondhand industry is wonderful. Like, thank God we have that. And it's a great alternative to the to buying new, right? It's thank God we have that to fix all of the issues related to overproduction of clothes and overconsumption of clothes and over getting rid of clothes. So, all of this. So, thank God we have that. Thank God we have charities or thrift stores or anything like vintage online stores or anything we can do to find secondhand clothes. It's also very good for the budget, right? So, if you're on a budget, it's the best thing you could do for the planet, for humanity. Just go for it. That's wonderful. But Leonie, what are the downsides of thrift stores? Just tell us already. All right, I'll jump right in. Okay, so I used to go to thrift stores all the time. I used to shop there almost exclusively. Maybe when I was in high school, I'd say. So I was maybe, I don't know, 15 to 18. I was there all the time. And I would find some treasures just like this one. So if you're listening on the podcast, it's a sequin top and look at the details. Like it's amazing. Like the quality is amazing. So look at that. I need to show you. Look at the hem. Like you could never find that nowadays, like in fast fashion stores. Like this detail, it's very complicated to make. So it's a very nice detail that I like to notice. I used to shop there a lot and I used to find like amazing things like the quality or just like very creative clothing, just like this one, like little details that you would not find today in fast fashion stores, right? So, what I used to find in thrift stores were high quality clothes, maybe made in Canada, maybe made in the US, but you could really like see the quality both in the textile and the way it was produced and everything, or just small details. And that was amazing. If you're young today and you hear me talk about that and you're like, I never find anything nice in thrift stores. Well, this is why. All of the people like me who used to shop there, I don't know, 10 years ago, well, we took the good stuff. It's gone now. And now what comes in is fast fashion. Fast fashion is overly produced and overly consumed all around the world. And what do we do with it? When we're bored, when we're sick of it, when we can't wear it anymore, or it's just a bit, I don't know, torn out or something, worn out, what do we do with it? We give it away. We give it away to charities or to thrift stores or anything like that. So all of that low quality, highly cheap, and according to me, very not interesting clothes end up in thrift stores. So when we go to Value Village or the little thrift stores at the corner of the little neighborhood that you like to go, well, it's really hard for them to find high quality items because of that, because of all that junk that is being produced daily and that is being purchased daily and that is being thrown away or given away daily. So that's the big problem today in thrift stores, in my opinion. Also, sometimes I'm asked, why do you have a sustainable fashion line if we could just buy everything secondhand? Wouldn't it be better for the planet? Well, maybe yes. As I always tell you, there is no perfect choice. So what I create is entirely eco-friendly. It has the least environmental impact, the least animal and ethical, well, social impact I could ever create, right? So I'm really striving for that. I'm really aiming to lower the impact that we have. So my garments, my collections that I create are low impact, right? But if we decided that tomorrow, for example, if the governments of every country in the world said, okay, we need to stop clothing production today. So people like me who own a brand or a store or a manufacturer, we need to push the stop button and just stop the production. Well, could we rely on the secondhand industry forever? No, we couldn't. They're not like you can find highly durable clothes, but they can't last 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Forget that. It's not a house, it's not a rock. It's something that is going to get worn out. It's fabrics. So we need to keep up with the production. However, the big problem is that we produce way too much. And this is why brands like mine, like Gaia et du Boss, come into place. We need to slow down the production. We need to, to relearn, first as a consumer, to just buy what we need and what we love and what we care for. But we also, as a brand or as a manufacturer or a store, we need to slow down and produce very small quantities of clothes so we can test the market, see what works, and then readjust. And the problem is that everything, not my brand, but everything, like all the fast fashion brands produce so far away, and they have very high minimums to respect with their manufacturers, so they cannot say like, I'm just gonna do like 10 or 100 units. They need to do, to make thousands of units, thousands or even tens of thousands of units. So the scale of the production is just too big. We've lost sight of what's reasonable and what the planet can stand, right? So all of this is a big picture problem. And this is why we cannot rely on the secondhand industry forever. But right now, we do have textile waste. We do have way too many garments all around the world. So yes, the best option right now is to buy secondhand. So I really hope that this shed light on the topic. I really hope it's gonna help you just create your own opinion about this. And I, as a brand, as a fashion designer, I am going to keep on creating garments made with new fabrics, but as long as their environmental impact is minimal. This is why I only use organic fibers or recycled plastic bottle fabrics, things like that, so that the impact can be minimal. And I see long term, because I know that we cannot rely only on the secondhand industry forever, because textiles are very, they can be durable, but not for decades. So we need to keep producing, but in a slow and conscious way. So I really hope this helps. Please help me spread the word about slow fashion and slow consumption and slow living and everything. Send this video or this podcast to someone you love, someone who cares, or someone who would benefit from learning this. If you're watching from YouTube, please hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you leave a 5-star review. These little things you can do to help me spread the word about sustainable fashion will have the biggest impact. So please just take a second to do that, and make sure you grab your free ebook. You'll see the link in the show notes right below. So make sure you grab your free ebook that I created for you. I'm giving you 36 tangible tips and tricks that you can implement today to reduce your eco and social footprint through fashion. So I really hope this helps, and let me know what you thought about today's episode, and I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.